Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here once again at Central High School Gymnasium as we get the first round of the boys regional basketball tournament kicked off tonight. We've got about 5 minutes to go here before the tip of the game between the Richlands Blue Tornadoes and your home-standing Central Warriors. Your Central Warriors managed to finish second during the regular season. They also finished as a tournament runner-up as well, so they get the opportunity to host the first round of the regional tournament here tonight. As Richlands was the 3 seed over on their side of the bracket, and they had to make a trip over to Wise, Virginia tonight. Or I guess Jason Norton, Virginia tonight, to take on the first round here of the regional tournament. Last night we were here with Chris Wilson, and as the girls put on a quite the performance, they defeated the Marion Hurricanes last night of a score of 62-22. They have advanced to the next round of the regional tournament, which they will play Union. That'll be tomorrow night at about 8:30. That'll be taking place at UVA Wise, with the rest of the games for both the boys and girls regional tournament, both 1A and 2A, will be going on out there throughout the rest of the week. The girls playing Thursday night, the boys playing Friday night, and a whole bunch of championship games going on Saturday. So we're hoping that the Warriors are able to come out victorious tonight so they can punch their ticket to a semifinal game Friday night at UVA Wise. We're hoping to be there tomorrow with the call, bringing you the action as the Central Warriors girls be taking on the Union Bears. I am joined tonight by the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest thing to hit Turkey Branch since Turkey's landed out there, Jason Mullins. Jason, how are you this evening?
Well, I'm doing good, Lance. You was right, legend, but it's in my own mind.
We're looking forward to a good matchup tonight. We want to take a quick second here and run down our sponsors for the game. Of course, tonight's game sponsor is Chelsea Industrial Supply. We appreciate them helping us out tonight, becoming the game sponsors, so we were able to bring you this Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here of the Warrior Nation blog. And if you're listening to us tonight, you found us on Twitter. You saw the link pop up on your Facebook feed. We asked you to do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that retweet button for us on your Twitter feed. Give us a share on Facebook. Let the people know that you are listening to the Central Warriors basketball regional tournament tonight. And you are listening once again courtesy of the Sturgill Sports Media broadcasting here tonight at Central High School. I'm going to run down the rest of our sponsors here for Sturgill Sports Media. We have also England Consulting Group, ITS, Ideal Technology Solutions, Shade Tree Landscaping, Bell's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Van Hunt, your Luna Road dealer here in Wise County, Morgan McClure of Copeland, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, Pound IGA, and Rainbow Gymnastics. Again, I'd like to thank each and every one of our sponsors for having made the last couple of weeks here as we've been running these broadcasts of the tournament games. We'd like to thank each one of them for allowing that, being a supporter of the Sturgill Sports Media, so that we're able to do this. Again, we do this so you can't make it to the game. You're here to keep up with what's going on with both the boys and the girls programs. We're also here to let these kids get some notoriety for all the hard work and dedication they put into the season as they move through the postseason. We're hoping, as long as they survive in advance, we're going to do our very best to be able to bring you each one of those games. But in order for that to happen, we're going to have some sponsors. And if you want to be a part of this broadcast, if you want to become a part of the Sturgill Sports Media, be one of the sponsors, all that you have to do is to email Sturgill Sports Media. That's at evansturgillphotography.com. One more time, just email Sturgill Sports Media at evansturgillphotography.com. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow the Warrior Nation blog as well for live updates and all kinds of stuff with all the happenings of the ins and the outs of Central High School athletics, not just the major sports of basketball and baseball and football and softball, but all the minor sports as well. The other ones that don't get as much notoriety. Sturgill Sports Media are trying to make sure that you are up to date and in tune with everything going on here at Central High School. Got about 47 seconds left to go here before we get this thing tipped off, and both teams are getting lined up. We are going to be radio silent here for just a second as far as the microphone rolls. We're going to hear just a second. You'll be hearing the starting five, and you'll also hear the national anthem coming here in just a few seconds.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's tonight's Region D quarterfinals boys action between the Richlands Blue Tornado and your Central Warriors. At this time, we ask if you would please stand in honor of America in the singing of the national anthem to be performed tonight by Miss Tina Collins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now for the starting lineup, beginning with the visiting Tornado of Richlands. Number 2, Taylor Warren. Number 4, Austin Lee. Number 10, Caleb Horn. Number 21, George Cole. And number 24, Grace Boyer.
And now, the starting lineup for your Central Warriors. In the first, the junior wearing number 30, Ben Stower. At guard, the junior wearing number 12, Tyler Vanover. In the post, a junior wearing number 44, Bryson Collins. At guard, sophomore, wearing number 32, Isaiah McDavis. And at guard, the senior, wearing number 15, Dalton Mullins. Your Central Warriors are head coached by Mr. TJ McDavis, assisted by Stevie Neese, Chris Wilson, Justin Boggs, Hunter Romano, and Kelly Foster.
All right, we're getting ready to get underway here as both teams are getting ready for the tip. And once again, quarterfinal game, Region 2A Boys Basketball Tournament. Your Central Warriors are taking on the Richlands Blue Tornado. Last second instructions here from each side. Jason, thoughts for tonight?
Well, you know, Richlands is one of those teams that's the first time we've seen them this year. Don't know a lot about them. Did do a little bit of research today. Did find they have two common opponents. Richlands did play Union and lost to Union 63-38 early in the season, and recently beat Abington 76-71 in overtime.
And we got the tip. That will be Richlands basketball to start the game. As number 4, Austin Lee brings the ball across the timeline, finds it down to the left elbow. To number 21, that's Cole, who goes back to the right wing to Lee. Being pressured heavily by the Warriors here. As Isaiah McCamish is pressuring number 10. That is Caleb Horn. Ball down to the right corner to number 21. That is Cole, who passes it in to number 2. Taylor Horn up again for the layup. Scores 2-0. 7:35 to go. Ball quickly down the other way. Tyler Vanno for a 3 from the right corner. It's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Richlands.
Warriors man-to-man defense. Picking them up half court.
Nice defensive play there by Tyler Vanover to turn the ball over. Bryson Collins gains possession of it. Finds Dalton Mullins over to the right wing. Back down to Tyler Vanover to the right corner. To the left wing to Isaiah McCamus up for a three. It's up. It's good. Scores 3-2. 7-10 left to go here. First quarter action as number 4, Austin Lee, quickly back the other way for the Blue Tornadoes. Finds number 10. That's Warren in the corner for 3. It's up and it's good. Scores now 5-3. Ball back across the other way to Isaiah McCamus in the left wing. Finds Bryson Collins down to the low block. He's getting ready to make a post move, but nice little jump hook. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Race Moore and Wire, and he's headed back the other way. Number 2, Taylor Horn has the ball to the left wing. Drives into the lane. Kicks it down to number 10. Again, that's Taylor Horn. Threes up in the corner. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Wire. And as he goes in for the layup, he is fouled by number 44, Bryson Collins. 6:39 left to go here, 5-3 in favor of the Blue Tornadoes.
That'll be Bryson's first foul, team first.
As Wire is going up to shoot the first shot, it's up and it's good. 6-3 now in favor of the Tornadoes. Second shot coming now from Wire. And it's off the back rim and loose ball pulled away by number 2 for the Blue Tornadoes. That's Horn. Back to him down in the corner. He finds number 21 cutting down the lane. That's George Cole. And the shot is up and good for Blue Tornadoes. Scores now 8-3. As Blue Tornadoes come out in a little bit of the press, ball gets across the timeline to Tyler Vanover. He kicks the low block to Ben Stallard. He goes back out to the right wing to Dalton Mullins. He cuts into the lane. With a nice little scoop way up there, Jason, by Dalton. Scores 8-5, 6:14 left to go.
Blue Tornadoes, an athletic bunch. Aggressive. You know them from football. I'm not sure how many of these kids do play football, but I'm sure they are some tough athletic kids. We got a charge call as number 10 takes it to the hole. That is Horn. And good position there by Ben Stallard for Horn's team first foul.
Richlands comes out in a 2-2-1 full court press. Ball comes in to Dalton Mullins, who finds quickly Isaiah McCamus, who dribbles into a trap. Finds Ben Stallard in the middle of the floor. Down to Tyler down to the left corner. Shots up for a 3. It's up. It's good. Scores all knotted up here. 8-8. 5:50 left to go. Quickly the other way comes Richlands. As number 4, that is Austin Lee, drives down to the basket. He's cut off by Tyler Vanover. And on the pass back up to the top is stolen away by Dalton Mullins. And as he's going in for the layup, he is fouled by number 2. That is Horn.
That's going to be his first, the team's second.
The foul was called on the floor, so the Warriors are going to set up another inbounds play as Dalton Mullins looks to inbound the basketball. To Elijah Hayes, who just checked in. We got a nice play there, ran for Elijah Hayes. Nice little layup there. He's wide open and puts it in. Scores 8-10 now in favor of the Warriors as they pick up the pressure here in the backcourt. Number 2, Taylor Horn drives to the lane. Ben Stallard once again slides over there and takes the charge. Nice position and nice job by Ben Stallard.
That's 2 on Horn. That'll be third foul for Richlands.
Richlands still in the 2-2-1 press. Ball comes through the middle of Isaiah McCamus. He puts it across court to Tyler Vanover at the left wing. As he finds Isaiah McCamus trailing for a 3 from the left wing. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Horn. Out quickly the other way. Ball's turned over there and stolen by Tyler Vanover. Another deep 3 from McCamus. It's no good. Stallard with the rebound. It's no good. And rebound pulled down by number 24. That is Wire. And Richlands comes racing back down the other way. As number 21, who was Cole, stops for a 3 at the right wing, gets his own rebound. Back up to 2, that's Horn. He finds Cole again up to 24. Wires drives into the lane. Nice dish down the lane to number 2, Horn. Easy layup there. 10-10's our score. 4:45 left to go. Ball quickly down the other way as McCamus finds Vanover for a 3 from the right wing. It's no good. Cole with the rebound as number 4, Lee, comes racing back down for the Blue Tornadoes. Finds number 10 down in the right corner. That is Caleb Horn. It's no good. We got a foul call underneath.
I think that foul was on number 24. That is Race Moore. That is his first, team 4th. As Jordan Bishop and Ben Brickey both check in for the Warriors, Ben Stallard and Tyler Vanover getting a breather. Been a pretty fast-paced game so far. Tornadoes drop back now to a half court. Looks like they're setting up in a 2-3 zone as Mullins brings the ball down the floor.
As the Warriors set for their next possession, ball goes to the right wing there to Ben Brickey, who gets a high screen from Elijah Hayes and finds Isaiah McCamus again for the left wing for the 3. It's no good. Number 2, Horn, gets the rebound. Racing down the other way is 10. That is Horn. And on the layup, the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Warrior basketball.
Good defense by Ben Bricky that time. Got good position and forced a tough shot on him. Could have possibly been a charge, but it was a good no call. As the ball goes out of bounds on Richlands, Mullins brings the ball down the court for the Warriors as the Tornadoes stay in their 2-3 zone.
Pass into Jordan Bishop is mishandled. Turnover back to Horn the other way. He's driving to the basket. Shoots about a 5-foot floater. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Driving back to the basket again, and as he goes to shoot the layup, he is going to be fouled by number 20, Jordan Bishop. And he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
That's the second team foul for the Warriors. Lance, I'd have to say at this point in time through the first 5 minutes of the game, rebound statistic heavily going in favor of the Blue Tornadoes.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, Jason. A lot of those have been offensive rebounds, too. Coach Paymans won't be happy about that at halftime.
No, not at all. Number 5 and number 15 both checking in for the Tornadoes. That is Barry, number 5, and number 15 is Luke West.
As Tyler Vanover checks back in for the Warriors, and McCamus takes a break. Taylor Horn shoots the second. The first one was no good. The second one is good. 11-10 is now our score. 3:45 left to go as the Blue Tornadoes stay in their 2-3 zone. Tyler Vanover has the ball at the right wing to the top to Ben Bricky. To the left wing to Dalton Mullins. He finds Elijah Hayes at the elbow. He turns around with a nice 15-foot jump shot there. Look good, Jason. That shot is good. 12-11 is now your score in favor of the Warriors.
Yeah, good ball movement that time to find Elijah at the top of the key.
As Meyer drives down and finds number 21 again, that is Cole for the easy layup. 13-12 is the score. But as Tyler Vanover drives to the basket, he's going to be called for the offensive foul with the push-off, and it will be Warrior basketball.
That is Vanover's first foul, the team third.
As Richlands now inbounds the basketball, the Warriors are applying a little pressure in the backcourt. Number 5, as Barry drives into the lane, kicks it out to number 15, who is West, who shoots 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins. And a nice pass there, nice dish by Dalton Mullins as he finds a streaking Elijah Hayes down the lane. The layup is up, and it's good. 14-13 is the score. Nice defensive play there right off the inbounds by Ben Bricky, too, getting his hand in the pass lane, knocking the ball out of bounds.
Tell you, Hayes has come alive here in the first quarter with 6 points in the first quarter for the Warriors. Looking good coming off the bench and supplying some good offense here.
As the Warriors sit back up in their 2-2-1 full-court press, number 2 is Horn, drives to the basket, and his shot is contested by Hayes. It's no good. Rebound the other way comes the Warriors as Isaiah McCamus stops and shoots a 3 from the right wing. It's no good. Hayes with the rebound. Nice offensive rebound to kick out pass there to Tyler Vanover. The 3 is up and good. Nice play there by Hayes. Good minutes from Hayes coming off the bench right now. Score 17-13 in favor of the Warriors. 2:30 left to go. As Isaiah McCamus is going to be called for a foul on the loose ball. He tried to do just a little bit late there on reading the pass, Jay. He read it, but just a step late there getting there, and he's going to call for the foul.
Yeah, kind of baited in there, you know. Had him trapped over here in the corner. He lofts one up in the middle, floated a little bit. McCamus thought he could get to it, and he actually did, but Tornado there doing a good job of using his body for position and then drawing the foul.
As number 1, that is Barnett, brings the ball down for the Blue Tornadoes over to the right wing to Barry. Back to the top, number 24, that's Moore. Over to the left wing to 15, that's West. To the right side to Barnett, who has Moore posted up underneath. He finds a nice kick out pass to 15 to the corner. He goes up to the wing to 2, Horn. Back to 15 again, that's West. He goes back to 15. He still has the ball back to number 5 at the top of the key. That's Barry. Warriors playing a pretty good defensive possession here as number 1, Barnett, dribbles baseline, gets cut off by Isaiah McCamus, and he's strapped down in the corner, Jason. He finally manages to get the ball out of the trap. He finds number 5, Cade Barry, for the layup. Scores 15-17 in favor of your Warriors. A minute 45 left to go here in the first quarter.
The Tornadoes doing a good job being patient that time.
As Bryson Collins from the foul line finds Tyler Vanover in the right corner for a 3. Shots up, and it's good. 20-15 is now your score. Warriors are continuing to extend the pressure as on the deep cross-court pass to number 2, Taylor Horn, Bryson Collins is called for the fouls. He's trying to go for the steal.
That's going to be Collins' second foul. 5 for the Warriors. As number 15, West takes a breather. Number 10 for the Blue Tornadoes checks in. That's Caleb Horn.
And 24 gets the inbounds pass. That's Moore. Nice turnaround jump shot there in the lane. It's up and it's good. Scores now 20-17 as the Warriors go through the next offensive possession. Hayes finds McCamus down in the right corner. Nice looking shot there. Good find by Hayes. Great minutes by Hayes here in the first quarter, Jay, as Isaiah McCamus put the three in. 23-17 to score. And the Warriors are applying the pressures, giving the Richlands Tornadoes some little bit of trouble. They finally manage to break the pass as number 1, Isaac Barnett, gets loose for the layup. It's up and good. 23-19 your score. 53 seconds left to go as Isaiah McCamus takes a deep three from the volleyball
There's
line.
Hayes again.
It's no good. Hayes with the rebound finds Dalton Mullins out to the top. Number 5, Cade Berry gets the steal. Who kicks it to number 10, who is Horn for the three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins, and we're back down the other way as Dalton leads the charge, trying to find a way into the 2-3 zone. Over here to the top of the corner to Isaiah McCamus, who finds Hayes down to low block. Cross pass to the right wing to Dalton Mullins. Isaiah McCamus up for another three. It's no good. Nice hustle by Ben Stallard, but he saves the ball back in. Warren gets the rebound. So he's flying back the other way. Hayes again is everywhere, Jay. He's playing a great
Played a
first
really
quarter.
good first quarter.
24 more drives to the basket, and as he goes, shoots the shot, it's not going to be any good, but he's going to be fouled by Ben Stallard. Going to go to the line to shoot 2. Score 23-19 in favor of the Warriors. 8.9 seconds left to go.
That's Stallard's first foul, team 6. With 8.9 seconds to go. First shot's up and no good.
Got some substitutes coming in there for the Richland Blue Tornadoes. Number 22 is Wilson. Number 13 is Richardson. As Moore shoots the second, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stallard. Racing the other way comes Dalton Mullins, who finds Isaiah McCamus, who kicks it over to Tyler Vanner in the corner for a three. It's no good. Ben Stallard with the rebound up and get at the buzzer. Nice job by Ben Stallard. Score at the end of the first quarter here is the Central Warriors 25. The visiting Richlands Blue Tornado 19.
Pretty fast-paced quarter. Both teams getting up and down the floor. Warriors hitting a little hot streak there as Vanover's able to hit three-point shots in that first quarter, and McCamus adds 2 to it. So been kind of a tale of two different halves or two different styles of play. Richlands doing most of their damage inside, driving and penetrating, whereas the Warriors have been hitting a lot of shots outside. But I tell you, as you said it several times there throughout that first quarter, I think Hayes was a deciding factor for the Warriors in that first quarter of action as he was hustling, a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, and just good minutes for a freshman coming off the bench, sophomore.
We got about 15 seconds here to go as the Lady Cheerleaders or the Warrior Cheerleaders are out running through their cheer, getting the crowd fired up. Again, we'd like to thank Chelsea Industrial Supply, our game sponsor for tonight, reaching out to the Service Sports Media email there at evansurgeonphotography.com and letting them know that they wanted to be a sponsor so we could bring you the action here from the quarterfinal round. The 2A Regional Boys Basketball Tournament here from the Central High School Gymnasium. And as we get ready to start the second quarter, it'll be Warrior basketball. Score once again 25-19 as it is inbounded to Dalton Mullins. And Blue Tornadoes, Jason, have picked back up in their man-to-man. As Isaiah McCamus comes off a double screen to the right wing, he curls around to the elbow, shot is up, and it's good for Isaiah McCamus. 27-19 is now your score. Nice set play coming out there in the second quarter for the Warriors. Richlands back down the other way quickly. It's number 10, Horn for the three. It's no good. Rebound out to Isaiah McCamus, and he finds a streaking Elijah Hayes down the floor. And as he is fouled hard, Jason, he manages to make the layup. It's up and it's good. They give him 2 points. He's going to go to the line to shoot another one. 29-19 is now your score.
Again, just a very good hustle plays. We're getting mass substitution here by Richlands. I think everybody but number 4, Lee, is new.
Hayes going to finish up the three-point play. Shots up from the foul line. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by 21. That's Colt. And he's back to number 4, who is Lee. He then finds number 24. That's Moore, who kicks it down to Horn, down to the right corner. He drives baseline and finds Moore on the backside, but Dalton Mullins is right there. Gets his hands on it, steals it. He's wrestling back the other way, going all the way to the basket. Nice pass there to Ben Bricky. Dalton finds a nice pass to Ben Bricky as Ben Bricky shoots the layup. The Warriors now up 31-19.
Yeah, nice pass by Mullins. He was looked to me like he was out of control, went in amongst the Giants there, and does a good behind-the-back pass or behind-the-head pass, I guess, and found Bricky on the wing up and two. Score 31-19 with 7:01 to go in favor of your Central Warriors.
Ball is inbounded to Horn at top of the key, who finds ball is out to Horn at top of the key, who finds number 21. That's Colt. He goes back to the right corner to Chien. That's Horn. As well as he dribbles in and stopped by Isaiah McCamus. Find more as he drives into the lane. First attempt is no good. Gets his own rebound. Second attempt no good. Rebound pulled down by Elijah Hayes and back out quickly to Dalton Mullins as he's hustling down the other way. And dribbles down to the right corner. Finds Jordan Bishop at the short corner. Back to the top to Horn, who kicks it to Isaiah McCamus at the left wing and then tries to kick it down to Ben Bricky. The ball is knocked out of bounds, and it will remain Warrior basketball.
Checking into the game for the Warriors is number 12, Tyler Vanover, and he'll give Isaiah McCamus a breather as him and his dad have a little discussion on the sidelines.
Ben Bricky's going to inbound the ball here for the Central Warriors. As Dalton Mullins comes to the top and gets the ball and dribbles to the top of the key as the Warriors set up to run through their next offensive possession. We got a double screen on the low block here for Tyler Vanover as Elijah Hayes slips in and Dalton decides to pull it back out as we got a play call change here for Coach TJ McCamus. And the Warriors look content here to dribble the basketball for a second. Now the block here at the top as the Richlands Blue Tornado has gone back into the 2-3 zone. Ball's underneath for Jordan Bishop. Back to the top of Dalton Owens for a three. Shots up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Moore for Richlands. And we're headed back the other way as they picked up right at the half line. Elijah Hayes is in on another possession there, Jay, as the long pass. He manages to get his hand on it, but it goes off of the Richlands player. That's number 2, Taylor Horn. It's a turnover, and it's going to be Central basketball.
Hayes has been everywhere. You know, I said it when we was over at Gate City there last week that I've been as impressed with him and as far as at the beginning of the season and a player that's grown and really improved, which all of them have, but he's really stuck out in my mind of showing a whole lot of improvement.
As Isaiah McCamus stops right a 15-foot jump shot from the elbow, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Cole and quickly come the other way to the Blue Tornadoes as Lee finds Moore over here at the right wing. All the way back across the top to Horn for the three. It's no good. Number 2, Horn can't get his hands on the rebound, but Hayes comes away, gets it, outlets it quickly to Dalton Mullins. He finds Tyler Vanover at the left corner, shots up for a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Cole.
There's Hayes again, getting the tip on the ball.
Tip on the ball, and it comes loose to Isaiah McCamus down here as the Warriors remain possession. Going to dribble across the timeline is Dalton Mullins and find Isaiah McCamus over here for a three. Shots up. It's good for Isaiah McCamus. 34-19 is your score as the Richlands Blue Tornado take a timeout with 5:04 left to go in the first half. It is the Central Warriors 34 and Richlands Blue Tornadoes 19. An up and down first half, Jason.
It really has. We're just thinking there before timeout was called, the Warriors kindly code, missed 2 or 3 shots, a couple possessions down, back and forth with the basketball. And then here they'll come and hit 2 threes and a jump shot right in a row. So it's been a game of spurts, 8 or 10 here, 8 or 10 there. And for the most part, they've been able to keep the Tornadoes in check thus far. Of course, now I'll tell you, Richlands is a very aggressive team with the basketball. And when they go hard. They just missed a couple of easy shots here and there. And the Warriors kind of maybe evened out the rebound tally here in the second quarter, as the first quarter, Richlands definitely had the favor. Richlands brings the ball down the floor. Central Warriors in a little bit of full court pressure as the ball rims out, as number 2 takes it to the hole. That is Taylor Horn. Shot's no good.
And we have a walk called against the Warriors on the quick outlet pass up to Isaiah McCamus. He gets called for the walk as it'll be Richlands basketball. And it is inbounded now to number 4, Lee, who finds Moore over at the left side of the timeline. He finds it down to number 2, Taylor Horn. And he misses the first layup, gets his own rebound and puts it back. 21-34 is now your score. Down the other way come the Warriors. Isaiah McCamus for another three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by number 10. That's Caleb Horn, who finds Lee. And they're racing back the other way as they find number 2 underneath the basket. Taylor Horn. It's no good. Rebound away to the Warriors. And Elijah Hayes is headed back the other direction. Isaiah McCamus finds him on a breakaway layup. And Hayes puts it in. 36-21 is your score. As Richlands comes back the other way, they have Horn down in the corner, goes to the low block, and Taylor to the other Horn, who then finds a streaking, cutting Cole to the basket. It's up and good for him. 23-36 is your score.
Richlands doing a good job moving the ball. As are the Warriors on the backside, finding Ben Bricky inside for up and in for the easy two.
Nice pass there by Elijah Hayes underneath, and a good job by Ben Bricky giving a little head fake there, getting the defender clears. Tyler Vanover steals the ball away. He goes in for the layup, picked up and good for his two. 40-23 is now your score as Richlands calls a timeout. Nice, about 2 minutes there defensively from the Warriors, getting some turnovers and converting on the other end, Jay.
Both teams with a couple of steals here and there, and finding racing teammates to the basket to get some easy layups out of it. The Warriors getting 2 in a row there, and having a lot of kids that normally don't step up and score this quick and this often for us. Bricky and Hayes, 2 of our younger players that stepping up and really contributed here in the first quarter, or first half rather, with some easy baskets and a lot of hustle play. That's what I like to see, is these young guys out here hustling up and down the floor, playing good defense. They move well without the basketball. Coach McCamus, I'm sure that's something that he preaches to these guys in practice all the time, and they do. They find the void on the floor against these zone defenses, and it makes them really hard for them to defend them.
As the ball gets inbounded here, number 24, Moore for the Richland Blue Tornadoes as they come down. Central Warriors are going to a 2-3 zone. As Moore has got the ball top of the key, finds number 5, Barry, who kicks it back up over 15 of the left wing, who is West, who then finds Cole down at the low block, who finds it in to number 2, Taylor Horn for the layup. It's no good. Quickly the other way comes the Central Warriors as Dalton Mullins finds Isaiah McCamus. They transition layup. It's up and it's good. 42-23 is now your score in favor of the Warriors. They are continuing to apply the pressure, Jason, even after the 2-3 zone. Ball underneath to Cole, who finds the 15 up at the top of the key. That's West. Kicks out to the right wing to number 5, who is Barry. The 3 is up, and it's no good. But number 2, Taylor Horn, there does a good job staying with the offensive rebound. He gets a putback back in. 25-42 is now your score.
I tell you, Horn is everywhere for Richlands, leading scorer, and he's probably their leading rebounder as well. In the process, Tyler Vanover hits another 3 from the corner, making the score 45-25 in favor of your Central Warriors with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second period.
As Moore has the ball at the top of the key, kicks over to the left wing to number 15. That is West. He comes back to Moore, who then goes back to West, then comes back to Moore at the top. He's going to drive into the elbow, make his way to the basket. And Elijah Hayes is right there and doesn't get the call, Jason. I will have to disagree with that one. It looked like he was in position there. But we're not the guys wearing the stripes tonight. We're just telling you what's going on. Elijah Hayes is going to be called for the block.
Well, I tell you got to give Hayes credit. He definitely stood there. Probably might be in a neck brace tomorrow when he comes to school. Whiplash. He took a shot. Might have shuffled his feet. I don't know. Maybe slid in. But from our direction here, it looked like he was planted firmly. But nonetheless, foul was called. And number 24, Race Moore, is going to go to the free throw line to attempt 2.
I'll tell you who else was not happy with that call was one Glenn McMullins over there. He still gave it to the officials. As the second shot is up and good, scores now 28-45 in favor of the Warriors. As Ben Stowell checks back in and gives Ben Bricky a well-deserved break. Ben Bricky, good minutes there for him, too, off the bench as well. Coming the other way is Dalton Mullins with the high screen from Isaiah McCamus. He's going to go coast to coast all the way to the bucket, and layups up and good. 47-28 now your score.
Warriors staying in the 2-3 zone.
As Horn tries to drive into the lane, he turns it over. Hayes can't keep his hands on it, and as Horn goes to the basket for the layup, he tries to take another charge, and that one, Jay, I'm going to agree with.
I would agree with that one.
That was a block, and that will be called on number 14, Elijah Hayes. That will be the team 8th foul. How many fouls that on him, Jay?
That is his second. Team 8.
As number 2, Taylor Horn, goes to the line to shoot the first shot. It's up, and it's good. 29-47 is now your score. As number 13, Bryson Richardson checks in and gives Race Moore a break. And Jordan Bishop checks in and gives Elijah Hayes a well-deserved break.
I tell you, he has. He's played a good half.
Getting lots of love over there from his teammates.
The second shot is up, and it is good, making your score 30-47 in favor of your Central Warriors. As Mullins brings the ball down the floor, gets a screen by Isaiah McCamus. Finds Tyler Vanover over in the corner. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Tornadoes as they come back down the floor.
Cade Berry has the ball at the right wing. He finds number 13, that's Richardson, who has the ball down to the right corner. Number 1, that's Barnett. Barnett finds 5, Berry. He has a nice, as he drives to the lane, has a nice little post jump off there with Taylor Horn. The layup's up and good. 32-47 is now your score. 1:27 left to play here in the first half. As Dalton Mullins sets the Warriors to the next offensive possession, you got Ben Stallard at the elbow. Nice back cut there by Tyler. Horn got beat, did a pretty good job at making up the ground there, knocking the ball out of bounds. It will remain Warrior basketball.
Same thing we said about Hayes for the Warriors would apply to Horn for Richlands. He seems to be everywhere. He's rebounding, scoring. He was the one, I think, that knocked the ball away from Vanover on that one. As Bishop goes up, the ball's around the rim and no good. Richlands with the rebound, and here we come back the other way.
As Berry has the ball over at the left wing, still trying to find a way to dissect the Warriors 2-3 zone here. Back to Richardson, back over here to the right wing that's number 15, who is West, who goes back to the top. Ball down to the Horn, to the corner. He drives in, turns the ball over. Dalton Mullins racing back the other way. He's in a foot race to the Richlands defense. And as he goes up for the layup, the ball is knocked out of bounds. And it will remain Warrior basketball. 49 seconds left to go. 47-32 is your score.
As McCamus sets the inbounds to play. Goes up a lob to Stallard. He gets tipped. No good. McCamus gets the ball up. No good.
Nice follow there by Jordan Bishop off the offensive glass. Up and in, give him 2. Scores now 49-32 with 37 seconds of running here in the first half. As Richlands has the basketball. Number 5, Berry to the right wing, up to the top. Number 14, that's Richardson. He finds number 15, West, over the left corner. Back to the top of Keaton Richardson. He's having a little trouble here trying to find out what to do. Berry drives into the lane. That's a nice dish into Horn. Horn's layup is up and good. 34-49 is your score. 17 seconds left to go. As Dalton Mullins looks like he's going to be content here to dribble this thing out. He takes the last shot, 7 seconds and counting. That's 6. Now it's 5. He's going to make a move to the basket, gets the ball to his right hand. As he drives in and goes up for the layup, Ben Stallard with the rebound. It's not, and it rolls around and pops out. It's no good. And at the end of the first half, the score is the Central Warriors 49. The visiting Richland Blue Tornado is 34. We got a 10-minute halftime here. I would imagine the cheerleaders are getting ready to come out and do their halftime dance. So once that is completed, we're going to run down the stats. Jason's getting stuff already together for you. And before the cheerleaders come out, I'm going to once again quickly run down our sponsors. I want to thank one more time Chelsea Industrial Supply for being the game sponsor for tonight. We appreciate them stepping up and being the sponsor here for the game tonight. We also have ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Bell's Heating and Air, Evans Searcher Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Van Hush, your Lily Road dealer, Morgan McClure, Coburn, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, Pound IGA, and Rainbow Gymnastics. If you want to be a part of this thing and become a sponsor of the Sturgis Sports Media Network, or the Sturgis Sports Media, we ask that you contact Sturgis Sports Media at evanssurgeonphotography.com one more time to become an extra sponsor to help us bring you more of these games as our teams continue to survive and advance. All you have to do is email Sturgis Sports Media at evanssurgeonphotography.com. And the cheerleaders are getting ready to come on. And so we will be back here in just a few minutes as they do their halftime dance. And we'll have a first half recap, what we look forward to going here to the second half. And we'll have the rundown of the stats for you as well. We'll be right back after this. All right, then we're back here for the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast of the first round of the boys' quarterfinal basketball game, again against the Central Warriors. 49 at the half, and the visiting Blue Tornadoes is 34. Jason's got to run down to the stats now. He's going to give you all scores here in the first half.
All right, first of all, let's go with the Blue Tornadoes here. I've got Isaac Barnett with 2 points, both of those coming in the first quarter. Most of the scoring for the Tornadoes has come from number 2, Taylor Horn, as he has 18 points. He also has 2 fouls. Austin Lee, number 3 for the Tornadoes, is pitched in 3 points. Cade Berry has 2. Jacob Cole, 6 points in the first half. And Race Moore throws in 3 as well. Only foul trouble, if you call 2 fouls, been in foul trouble, for Richlands is number 2, Taylor Horn. For your Central Warriors, we have Ben Brickey, no fouls, and he has 4 points. Tyler Vanover showing a hot hand there, comes out with 14 points through the first 2 quarters, hitting 4 3-pointers. Elijah Hayes, we said a lot about him in the first half. He finished the half with 10 points, most of those being hustle points, 2 fouls as well. Dalton Mullins, no fouls, and got 4 points. Jordan Bishop, 1 foul, 2 points. Ben Stallard, a lot of hustle points in there, but as far as his connection, only put 2 in, hitting a little buzzer beater there at the end of 1. He has 1 foul. Isaiah McCamus, 1 foul, but 13 points for a total of 49 points for your Central Warriors. Probably look to see about the same thing. I think both teams have switched up defenses. We've seen man-to-man out of both. We've seen press out of both. We've seen them pick up half court and play in zone as well. Find out what's best for one team would be hard to say at this point in time, as the Warriors in the 2-3 zone seem to do a pretty good job of slowing down Richlands, but they did a good job of finding people inside. No more hit 2 or 3 inside there late in the second quarter. For the Blue Tornadoes and their defense, I don't know that they found an answer yet for the Central Warriors. They've had a hot hand on the outside, but also in transition, doing a good job of tackling and scoring as well. Your score at halftime is Richlands has 34 and your Central Warriors have 49, as both teams are coming out of the locker room now, getting their final instructions and coming out and getting warmed up here for what we perceive would be a good second half.
We got about 4 minutes to go here at halftime. And just a reminder, the girls are playing tomorrow night in the semifinal game against a common foe, the Union Bears from Big Stone Gap. This is the 4th time that these 2 teams have met, with one of the 2 Lady Warrior losses on the year coming from Union Bears. Every game has been close except for the one tournament game in which the Warriors just kind of outshot and outplayed the Union Bears that night. Union didn't shoot particularly well, and it was a bit of a runaway. I do not, Jason, foresee that being the case tomorrow night at UVA Wise at 8:30, as the Union and Central will light it up. We'll just lace them up one more time to play for a berth in the state tournament. If they can win tomorrow night, they're moving on to the regional championship and get an automatic berth to the state tournament next week.
That's the beauty of postseason play. You know, throw out your regular season records, throw out your how many times you've beat that team. It all matters what you do on that night when you play them, as Coach Dotson would know well about that. I remember about 3 years ago, I think it was, they went 0-4 against a Gate City team that they beat, and the only time they beat them, if I'm not mistaken, was in the state championship.
That's correct.
So, yeah, a little bit of rundown here, Lance, let people know. We've got Graham, the number 1 seed out of the Southwest District. They are playing John Battle, who was the number 4 seed out of the Mountain 7 District. That is our district. And obviously here tonight, we've got the number 2 seed Central Warriors against the number 3 seed Richlands Tornadoes. Winner of those will square off Friday night at 5:30 at the Pryor Center on the campus of UVA Wise. Over on the other half, we've got Grayson County from the Southwest District. They are playing our next door neighbors down the road here, the number 3 seed Union Bears. I believe that game is at Grayson County. The winner of that will square off against the winner of Gate City, the Mountain 7 champions, the number 1 seed. who is playing the number 4 seed Lebanon Pioneers tonight. And, of course, those two winners will square off on Friday night at 8:30, the second game. And then, of course, whoever wins those games Friday night is going to be in contest Saturday night at the Pryor Center. And that game will tip off at 8:15. So we hope that we're covering at least 2 more boy basketball games after this one's over with, as well as 2 more girls basketball games as well, meaning that our team is still alive and moving on. And all of those games from here on out will be played at the Pryor Center. So if you're not doing anything in these next couple of days, you want to come out and see some good basketball, not only will our teams be playing, but I believe the Cumberland District teams are in there as well. I know both East Side's boys and girls are playing as well. So just going to be a lot of basketball going on there at the Pryor Center these next 2 and 3 days.
Most of the other games around the region tonight got tipped off at 7 o'clock. So as soon as we get some of those scores that we have for you, we will run those as well. I just checked around and realized that most of those games are just now getting underway. So as we get some of those scores coming in here throughout the second half, we'll make sure we'll run those for you to keep you up to date on what is going on around the rest of the region for the regional tournament. I know down at Gate City tonight, the line was long, Jason, as Matt McClung has a pretty good chance of breaking Allen Iverson's single-season record for scoring tonight, and everybody wanted to get there to see maybe that taking place tonight.
Yeah, been no secret for him. He scores an off night for him is anything under 30, it seems to be, and I'm not sure exactly what his total is that he needs to get to beat. I
think it's 33 or 34 tonight, Joe.
To beat Allen Iverson's record, but nonetheless, he's very capable of doing it. As we're back to action here,
a layup by Moore is no good. Rebound comes back down to him, and he goes up with the left hand on the offensive rebound. And he's going to be fouled by Ben Stallard. The shot is up, and it is good for Moore. That makes the score now 36-49.
Again, going back to that hustle. Quick shot by the Tornadoes, no good. We had the rebound, outlet to Mullins. Mullins gets the ball snapped away from him. We're back down the other way.
Foul shot for Moore is no good. Rebound pulled down by Bryson Collins, and the Warriors walk the basketball down the other direction. As Tyler Vanover finds the ball over to the left wing, gets a screen set high for him for Bryson Collins, finds Isaiah McCain to the right wing, down to the right corner for Dalton Mullins, who shoots a 3, and on the 3, he is fouled by number 24, that is Race Moore, and he will go to the line to shoot 3 shots.
That's going to be Moore's second foul. Richlands was in the 2-3 zone there. Mullins goes to the line to attempt his first of 3 shots. The first one is up, and it's good.
Makes the score 50-36 in favor of your Warriors. 7:32 left to go. Second shot coming here in just a second from Dalton Mullins. As it's up, and it's good. 51-36. Let's see if Dalton can make it 3 for 3 here. As he gets the ball from the official. He's ready to shoot his third. And it is no good. Rebound pulled down by number 2, Taylor Horn. He is racing back down the other way. He's being stopped at the right wing by Dalton Mullins, who finds Cole with the elbow. Shot's no good. Moore with the rebound. He pulls the offensive rebound in, and it's up and in for him. 38-51 is now your score. 7:15 left to play.
Third quarter starting off the way the first quarter did. Richlands picking up the loose balls, getting some offensive rebounds, second and third opportunities.
As Bryson Collins shoots a turnaround jumper from just inside the foul line, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Moore.
Richlands brings the ball down the other way. We was talking about McClung. I had Gate City on the brain, I guess.
As number 10, Caleb Horn drives into the baseline, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stout, outletted quickly to Isaiah McCamus, who finds Tyler Vanner at the left corner. Shots up for a 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Cole, who finds Moore, who hands the ball over to the point guard, number 4, Austin Lee. Is picked up by Tyler Vanover, and Lee comes racing back down the other way. Finds Horn at the left wing. Cole has a 3-point shot from the left wing, and it rattles in and out, no good. Isaiah McCamus with the rebound, and the Warriors come the other direction. McCamus drives into the lane, shots up and good for him. 53-38 is now your score. 6:20 left to play in the third quarter. As Lee drives down the lane, finds Moore into the paint, who then kicks it out to Horn for the 3. And it was just a matter of time before he got going, Jason. He can really fill it up and shoot it. That is number 10, Caleb Horn. 41-53 is now your score.
Good-looking shot. He has a good-looking shot. Had a couple of first half and just rimmed in and out.
As the Warriors run through their next offensive possession, Tyler Vanover has the ball to right wing, goes back to the top of the key to Dalton Mullins. He goes to the left wing to Isaiah McCamus, who goes into Bryson Collins on the low block, who has a nice little post move, and he can't get it to go, but Ben Stowers staying with the rebound. Comes down, misses the layup, pulls down his own rebound, kicks it out to Tyler Vanover for a three, and it's up and good. 56-41 is now your score. 5:30 left to go as Richlands comes down quickly the other way. As Horn dribbles the ball out of bounds, it will be a turnover against the Richlands Blue Tornado, and it will be Warrior basketball. As Isaiah McCamus dribbles the ball across the timeline, the Blue Tornadoes come into a quick shoulder trap, a little too early. Good job there by McCamus, kind of avoiding that, finding Ben Stower in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, Shody's going to bring the ball across half court. They got a little antsy, got up on their toes, so he just backed up a little bit, waited for him to come, found a wide open Ben Stallard there in the middle of the floor.
As the Warriors are now kind of content with this lead, just kind of kick the ball around here in the zone. Not really any pressure being stepped out here by the Blue Tornadoes. Now they pick up a little more pressure, trying to force the Warriors into doing something offensively as Dalton Mullins drives to the lane, and George goes up to contest the shot. Layup is no good. Loose ball on the floor, pulled down by Dalton Mullins, who dribbles away. And as he's dribbling out, ball's on the floor, bodies on the floor as well. Got a quick timeout there by Coach T.J. McCamus, and it will be a 30-second timeout called by Coach McCamus on the loose ball. There's been bodies all over the place, and Coach McCamus got a timeout there. 56-41, 4:36 left to go here in the third quarter. Warriors still on top.
We've had several of those plays, Lance. Ball's being tipped on the floor. One dives on it, knocks it away. Another one jumps on it as well. Mullins going to have to probably use a couple of ice packs tonight on his elbows.
Both teams, lots of hustle, lots of just getting after it tonight. Of course, one of these teams done after tonight, Jason, so they're kind of laying it out here, trying to get things, making sure they can survive to play another night.
Exactly right. One team's going to prepare for a game Friday night. The other one's going to pack up their bags and turn them into the coach.
As the Warriors run through their inbounds play, Dalton Mullins inbounds the ball all the way over to the right corner to Tyler Vanover. He drives into the lane, finds Ben Stower at the foul line, who tries the entry pass into Bryson Collins. The ball is kicked by number 21, George Cole.
Got a couple substitutions coming in for the Warriors. That's number 10, Ben Brickey, and number 14, Elijah Hayes, as McCamus sets to inbounds the ball under the basket.
Warriors get set up in a box to run through. Screen set for Dalton Mullins. Down to Elijah Hayes in the right corner to the right wing. Up here to Dalton Mullins. Screen set for Isaiah McCamus. He curls around. She's got a 15-foot jump shot. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by, or actually let out of bounds off of the Warriors. And that was Grace Moore, who was going to go for it. Decided not to let it go out of bounds and do tornado basketball.
The Warriors look like maybe they're going to be in a 2-3 zone here as well.
As number 4, Austin Lee, finds Cole at the foul line. And ball stolen away by Elijah Hayes. He's racing back down the other way, finds Dalton Mullins, who finds Isaiah McCamus over at the right wing. He goes into the lane, shoots the floater. It's up and it's good. Give him 2, 58-41 is now your score. 4 minutes left to go. Back the other way, quickly come the Tornadoes as they are stopped by the Warriors.
Hayes picking up where he left off in the first half. Several steals, a lot of hustle points. There he got a little aggressive, and I think just picked up what is his third foul. That'll be the team's second foul here in the second half.
Try to get his hand in there on the passing lane, Jaden. It's gotten a little too late. Gets called for a reach.
Hey, I love it. If you're going to come off the bench, make an impact. Don't be a spectator. You get to watch when you're on the bench. When you're out here, force things, make things happen.
Cole gets the ball inbound to him. They find number 10, Horn, down in the corner for 3. It's up and it's good. 44-58. Richlands just won't go away, Jason. 3-point shot up for Isaiah McCamus, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Cole. He finds a Moore, who then kicks it over to Austin Lee. He's going to walk the ball across the timeline as the Warriors remain in their 2-3 zone. Over here to the left corner to Taylor Horn. He drives into the foul line and tries to get the ball underneath to Moore, and it goes off of Dalton Mullins, who gets his hand in on the pass, and it will remain Richlands basketball.
Got Tyler Vanover checking in for Bryson Collins, who will go to the bench and get a rest.
As Richlands sets to run through their inbounds play, they throw a high ball high up into number 21, Cole, who gets it high and can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins. He's driving into the lane. He gets Ball gets knocked away. Comes to Tyler Vanover. He finds Isaiah McCamus in the left corner, the left wing for a three. It's no good as Moore comes down with the rebound for Richlands, and he's being guarded heavily by Elijah Hayes. Down to Horn, give and go to Moore, and Moore's underneath the basket. It's up the hand, give him two. 46-58. Now your score, 12-point ball game as Coach T.J. McCamus called the timeout.
Horns come alive for the Tornadoes here in the second half. He was held scoreless in the first quarter and already with 8 points here in the third quarter.
So let's see, about 2 minutes or so to go here in the third quarter as once again the cheerleaders come out for their timeout cheer.
I should note that is number 10, Caleb Horn, as Taylor Horn, number 2, did all kinds of scoring in the first half.
Caleb Horn's a shooter, Jay. I knew it was just a matter of time when he got open a couple times. He's going to knock some in. He got a pretty looking shot, too. It comes off smooth.
He does. We've not seen this team before, but do you know, are those two guys of any relation?
I'm not sure about that. That I don't know. 20 seconds to go here at the timeout as the Warriors are coming back onto the floor. Once again, shout out to our game sponsor for tonight, Chelsea Industrial Supply. We thank you so much for your support of Service Sports Media broadcasts here, the Warrior Nation blog. Quarterfinal action from Central High School Gymnasium. The first round of the regional tournament. Both these teams looking to survive and advance to play it UVA Wise on Friday night.
Ball inbound to Mullen. Mullen's at the top of the key. It looks like maybe a matchup man-to-man. Nope, they're going strictly man-to-man right here. And applying pressure at half court.
Dalton Mullins just backs Horn all the way down to the basket, finds Isaiah McCamus, and as he's driving to the basket, he's going to be fouled by number 5, and that is Cade Berry gets the foul.
That's going to be his first, team's second here in the second.
Foul's called on the floor. As the ball is being inbound here to Isaiah McCamus at the left wing, Dalton Mullins is curling around to the foul line, and he's driving into the basket. And as he drives into the basket, we have a foul call on number 2, which will be Taylor Horn. That foul is called on the floor.
That's going to be his third, team third here in the second half of action. Mullins set to inbound the play. McCamus coming off of 2 or 3 scores, and that foul is going to be called on number 5, Cade Berry, as he runs straight through a screen. They get him for the foul. That's going to be his second, the team fourth, as we will inbound the ball once again. McCamus once again coming off the screen.
Nice slip by Ben Bricky on the backside. Can't come up with the layup, though. And on the loose ball rebound, Elijah Hayes goes up, and he's going to be called for the foul. Contact there as he went through the air. Bryson Collins going to check in for him.
That is going to be Hayes' fourth. That's the team's third here in the second half as he goes to the bench and Bryson Collins checks in. Richlands set to bring the ball down the floor.
That would be number 5, Cade Berry, bringing the ball down the floor for Richlands. Picked up by Tyler Vanover. He finds Moore down to the baseline, and who drives baseline, kicks it up to Horn. Ball's turned over there by Dalton Mullins. He's racing back the other way. And as he goes to the basket, a foul is going to be called against Richlands.
I think they got number 2.
And number 2 there, that again, Taylor Horn can get called for pushing the back on the drop there by Dalton
That's going to be his fourth. And I know we're biased and we're all Warriors here, but I don't know that was a foul. It looks to me like he might have kicked the ball, if anything, but I don't know that there was a whole lot of contact.
Didn't look like
out
much
of
there.
it. But nonetheless, they called it. We get 2 points out of it as Bryson Collins scores off the pass inside there to make the score 60-46 in favor of us, your Central Warriors.
Going to the basket, being guarded by Ben Bricky. His shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins, who finds Isaiah McCamus racing back down the other way for a transition layup. 62-46 is now your score. And we have a timeout called by the Richlands Blue Tornadoes with 1:44 left to go. It'll be a full timeout, 1:44 left to go in the third quarter. It is Richlands Blue Tornadoes 46, the Central Warriors 62. Quarterfinal action here once again from Central High School Gymnasium.
Again, game of little spurts here. Looked like Richlands was about to cut it to single digits. And just like that, missed shot down the floor. Warriors with 2 easy baskets out of transition, and we're back up to a 16-point lead. Sorry, showing my math skills there, trying to think under pressure.
30 seconds left to go here in the timeout. This, you've always heard the saying, Jason, that basketball is a game of runs. This truly has been a night where that statement is true. It definitely has been a game of runs for both teams here.
It really has. And, talking about games as far as quick points, we've had some quick fouls too. Said really at halftime, nobody is in foul trouble. Now here we are, not through with the third period yet, and both the Warriors and Richlands with, two very contributing players with 4 fouls. One of them is on the bench, that being Elijah Hayes, but one of them for Richlands stays on the floor, and that's Taylor Horn. He's kind of been their Mr. Everything tonight, so I'm sure he's going to have to be careful for this next minute and 40 seconds of the third period.
As the ball gets passed down to the wing to Moore, he goes into the lane, and as he goes up for the layup, he's going to be fouled by Bryson Collins, and he did not make the layup, so he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
And that's going to be Bryson Collins' third foul. A little bit of a matchup problem. Hayes and Collins both playing the big man spot, and Richlands really don't have a big man. Their big men are playing on the perimeter, and they do a good job of putting the ball on the floor and taking it to the hole. And Collins there just wasn't quick enough in the feet to slide and get position, and bodied him up. First shot's up, and it was good.
47-62, 136 left to go, still in favor of your Warriors as the second shot from Moore is coming now. It's off the back of the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bryson Collins, who finds the outlet pass to Dalton Mullins. Richlands picking up in some pressure here. Dalton dribbling through it, finding the left corner to Isaiah McCamus, who decides not to take the 3, steps in for about a 15-foot jumper, and it's good. 64-47 is now your score as the Warriors pick up in some pressure of their own. Ball comes to number 1, Isaac Barnett, who finds Horn at the top of the key, drives into the lane, finds Moore underneath, and as he goes in to shoot the layup, he is fouled across the arm by Bryson Collins. Bryson hands on him there a little bit as he goes in for the layup.
Really did. Again, trying to stop the penetration, and Richlands does a very good job of attacking the basket, and Bryson's going to go to the bench with his 4th foul. That'll be the 5th foul for the Warriors on this half, and set to check in for the Warriors is number 20, Jordan Bishop.
First foul shot from Moore is up and good. 48-64 now your score, 1:13 left to go. As number 13, Bryson Richardson, is set to check in for the shooter, Race Moore. And he banks in the foul shot there and goes to the bench there for a well-deserved break. Jason, I don't think he's been out yet. He's been playing pretty hard, and he's been contributing quite a bit there for the Blue Tornadoes.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Been hard, playing hard to show you how aggressive he is. He does a very good job. Been to the free throw line quite a bit tonight as a steal and a putback in for the Richlands Tornadoes as they're showing the full court press here. Mullins with the ball, dribbling the ball up the floor.
And Ben Ricker comes to the middle of the floor, helps break the press over here to the right wing to Jordan Bishop, who then finds Isaiah McCamus at the top of the key. Richlands having a little trouble matching up there. Who they're trying to find. Now they get everybody matched up as Dalton Mullins dribbles the basketball up here, being guarded by Horn. Nice crossover, goes to the basket all the way to the hoop. Layup, scoop shot up and in. That was good. Scores now 66-51, 35 seconds left to go as the Warriors are going to apply some pressure of their own.
I tell you, that's what you want to see. You want to see Mullins taking the ball the whole against Horn, who has got 4 fouls.
And as Horn goes to the basket, is guarded by Bishop. Misses the shot, gets his own layup, own rebound back, and puts the layup up. That was good. 53-66 now your score. 15 seconds left to go. McCamus has the ball, drives into the foul line, finds Tyler Vanover over the left wing. Decides to pull it back out to Isaiah McCamus, who kicks back over here to the right wing to Dalton Mullins. And we have 7 seconds left to go. Warriors are going to take the last shot. 6-5. Mullins goes to the drives in, pulls it back, steps back for a 3, shots up. It's good. Nice step back 3 there by Dalton Mullins as time expires. 69-53 is now your score in favor of the Central Warriors as we go into the 4th quarter of play here. In the first round of the regional tournament in Central Warrior Gymnasium. Nice. Jason, that was just a real nice move from Dalton Mullins there. Kind of unexpected little step back 3 there. I would expect him to go to the lane. That's kind of what he is known for and does well. But he decides, hey, I'm going to take all 3 of these and finish this quarter out. And he sure did.
Probably no more surprise than me as his dad. I was expecting to put that head down, take it to the hole, a little bit of razzle-dazzle and throw up something and, looks like a layup and usually makes that kind of stuff. But he didn't. A little rock step, crossover, drop back, and nailed the 3. So we'll take it nonetheless. It's 3 points. And we're going to enter this 4th quarter with the score of 69-53 in favor of the Central Warriors. And again, another little game of spurts thus far. The Warriors getting hot. Richlands kind of had them a little spurt there in the middle, hot as well. You just got to wonder if maybe 3 or 4 kids for Richlands I know haven't been out of the game very much at all. Maybe their style of play getting the best of them.
Yeah, Richlands keeps going on runs, Jason, after we do, and we just can't seem to put them away. This thing is definitely not out of reach.
By no means.
And Richlands has the ability, as you can tell, with the style they play, to score quickly and score often. As we get the 4th quarter underway, the Central Warrior basketball ball is inbounds to Dalton Mullins. He's going to get a high screen there at the foul line from Ben Stallard. Ben's then going to go and set a screen for Isaiah McCamus, who curls around the screen there to the foul line. Shots up and good for him. 71-53 is now your score.
McCamus doing a good job taking advantage of what the defense got. He saw that they was trying to extend it out, so he just curled underneath and hit the easy shot right there at the top of the key.
As Moore dribbles in and stopped by Jordan Bishop, finds number 1 Barnett down the corner, kicks that to the top to Lee, who then finds number 10. And as he goes to the line, to the lane and shoot a layup, the shot is called off. It's no good. Oh, excuse me, the bucket is good. And we have a block that is called. I thought he
gave the little punch there at the end, indicating the charge, but he did not.
Yes, he was just saying the basket was good. I apologize, folks. That's my fault. I misread his signal there. As number 10, Horn, completes the 3-point play. 56-71 is now the score as Richlands steps up the pressure in a 2-2-1 full court press. Ball gets swinged back across court to Dalton Mullins. He attacks the middle of the floor, gets it across the timeline to Isaiah McCamus, who finds Ben Stout at the top over to the left wing, and Dalton Mullins. He's going to pull it back for a second as Coach McCamus gives him the play. And now we have Isaiah McCamus with a nice back cut, and he shoots the layup, and it rattles around the rim. Nice job by Jordan Bishop to get the layup, but he can't get the rebound. He can't get the layup to fall. Rebound pulled down by Cole. Finds Moore, and Richlands come back down the other way for their next possession as the ball gets underneath the Horn, who's trying to post Dalton Mullins up, and he can't. Ball under to the lane to number 24, Moore. We find a cutting Isaac Barnett to the basket. Layups up and good. 58-71 is now your score. As the Richlands Blue Tornado continuing to stay in the press, Dalton Mullins dribbles down to the left corner. He is trapped. He has Ben Stallard wide open underneath the layup. Ben Stallard, nice little pump fake there.
That's Booth that's been in and out, but he's going to get the rebound.
And as he goes for his own rebound, he's going to be called for the push underneath. So he kind of got his hands on number 4 there, Austin Lee, underneath the basket. And it's going to be Blue Tornado basketball as Taylor Horn checks back into the game.
That's the 4th foul on Ben Stallard. That is 7th for the team. And so we're coming down here and shooting the 1-and-1 as number 4, Austin Lee, goes to the free throw line. Checking in for Ben Stallard is Ben Bricky, number 10. So the Warriors now with 4 guys with 4 fouls.
As the first coming here from Austin Lee of the 1-and-1. It's all the way around. Rebound pulled down by Bishop, outletted to Dalton Mullins, up cooking to Isaiah McCamus. He's racing in. Euro step to the basket, guarded by Cole. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Cole, who finds Moore. And now he's headed back the other way. Being guarded by Tyler Vanover, then picked up by Bishop. And as Moore goes into the lane, nice drive and nice finish, 60-71. Richlands just won't go away, Jason.
Richlands doing a good job showing their strength. They've got some big old boys. And, this could be a pivotal play here on either one, and it looks like the foul's going to be on number 2, and that's going to be his 5th foul, according to my stats, which are unofficial.
Yeah, I see the hand up over there.
And either they're waving at us at the score table, or they are signaling that is his 5th foul.
Listen, that's a huge loss for the Richlands Blue Tornado. Taylor Horn, has done just about a little bit of everything tonight. Played defense, rebounded the basketball, scored the basketball, hustled around. They're going to miss him here these next 6 minutes, Jason.
To show you how valuable he was that he played, he's never been off the floor tonight, and he's had 4 fouls now. I think it was 1 minute and 43 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter when he picked up his 4th. So, coach just leaving him in, play hard, and he just picked up his 4th foul. But you got to give McCamus props on that one. He was very headsy. I'm sure he knew what was going on, as he's a very high basketball IQ, drawing the contact there and getting the foul called.
As Richlands comes into quite a bit of pressure here in the half-court ball to the top of the key to Tyler Vanover. Dribbles around, finds Isaiah McCamus up here at the top, close to the timeline over here on the right wing. As he drives in, got Lee against him. He goes all the way to the lane, puts the layup up and in, and it almost falls. That would have been a circus layup. The foul's called against number 21. That is George Cole. McCamus is going to go to the line to shoot two. Score 71-60. 5:36 left to go here in the game of the quarterfinal tournament, or the quarterfinal rounds here of the regional tournament of Central High School.
Great move by McCamus. And as you said, it would have been a phenomenal finish had it failed. But that's about 5 baskets in a row for both teams. That's been in and out, rolled around the rim, and just not falling.
Layup up and good there for McCamus, or foul shot, excuse me, up and good for McCamus. 72-60 is now your score. Second one's up and good too, 73-60. 5:30 left to go in the game. As Richlands dribbles the ball down across the timeline, we have Moore down there trying to post Dalton up, but Dalton manages to slip around him there and steal the entry pass. The Warriors are going to head back down the other way. Dalton's picked up there on the timeline by Isaac Barnett, who finds Tyler Vanover over here on the right wing, guarded by Moore, who goes over to Bricky, who's guarded by Horn. Bricky finds McCamus to the right wing. Looks like the Warriors are going to run through a little delay game here, run a little time off the clock because they're up 13 to go. 13 with about 5 minutes to go. Dalton Mullins finds McCamus over here at the wing. He drives in, shoots about a 10-foot jump shot. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Isaac Barnett, and Moore comes racing down the other way, up with the left hand. Oh, it falls just off the front of the rim, but the rebound is pulled down by number 1, Barnett, who finds 10 Horn in the corner for a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bricky. Outlet pass to Dalton Mullins, and back the other way come the Warriors. We got a 4-on-3 break and kick it over to the left to Isaiah McCamus, to the left wing, down to the corner to Tyler Vanover. He goes back out to the top to Ben Bricky, who then comes back to the left side wing there to Tyler Vanover, and it looks like the Warriors are going to try to run some more time off the clock. 13-point lead to go.
Good heads-up play by both McCamus and Tyler Vanover. Wide open for the three, but chose to bring it out and run a little clock here and get a little better shot as McCamus does, and it paid off. We get the layup inside.
Yeah, nice patience there by the Warriors and getting an open layup underneath. 75-64 to go as number 4, Austin Lee, goes to the basket. A nice drive and right-hand layup. It's up and it's good. That makes the score now 62-75. 13-point lead for your Warriors. And once again, Richlands, Jay, they just won't go away.
They will not go away. I looked up today on their stats, and I think the huddle popped up, and most of these kids that you look at on their football team, or at least half of them that's out here playing and contributing, their profile picture was a football picture. Would not surprise you in the leagues from coming from Richlands, and they really play the aggressive style that you would think that a football player would do. You got a couple good spot up shooters on the outside, but for the most part, they just use their size and their strength and take it to the hole, and it's paid off. However, they're still down 13 points as the Warriors have had the hot hand and have had to answer for it for the most part throughout the night, as they lead 75-62 as we're getting ready to come out of this timeout here with what could be the final stretch of the game here.
Once again, shout out to Chelsea Industrial Supply, our game sponsor for tonight. We appreciate the fact that you reached out to the Surge Sports media team there and wanted to become a sponsor for us. We thank you so very much for that. Your contribution makes this broadcast possible, so we can bring the action to everyone listening here on the Service Sports Media YouTube page from the quarterfinal night here of the regional tournament. As we get set to get back underway, 4:06 left to go. Richlands picks up on a full court press. The ball is inbounds to Isaiah McCamus, who comes back to Jordan Bishop, who comes to Dalton Mullins, who has to skip pass across the floor to Isaiah McCamus, who then finds Tyler Vanover down there to break the press and break the 10-second count on the backcourt. And the Warriors are going to dribble the ball around a little bit here and try to get a good shot as the ball gets passed over to Tyler Vanover. Number 13, Bryson Richardson is pressuring Dalton Mullins to receive the ball from Tyler Vanover again, pressuring him heavily as Dalton goes by and dribbles into the foul line and decides to dribble the ball back into the top of the key. We saw a lot of this the other night against Union. Dalton, he's just dribbling around in circles, wearing out the clock, wearing out the defender as well. And as number 13 goes ahead and fouls, that's Bryson Richardson. Fouls Dalton. Dalton's going to go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1. You see him in there breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Jason trying to slow that heart rate back down because he just ran around in a circle there for the last 45 seconds.
Yes, he did. That's going to be Richardson's first. That's the team 8, as both teams will be shooting the bonus from here on out.
First shot on the way from Dalton Mullins. It's going to be up and all the way around the rim. This doesn't seem to fall. Moir gets the rebound and comes back the other way quickly to number 13, Richardson, as the next offensive possession. You got to think Richland is going to be looking to score pretty quickly here, Jason. They still have plenty of time, but they're going to need some buckets quickly. And as number 15 shoots the three, that was West. It's no good. He gets his own rebound, though, and finds number 5, Barry, over the right wing. He finds number 1, Austin Lee, dribbling, driving in, cutting in from the short corner. As he cuts into the short corner, he's going to shoot a floater. It's going to go in to give him those 2 points, 64-75. It can be fouled by Jordan Bishop on that as well.
Warriors got caught ball watching right there as he slipped in the back door behind him.
He's going to go to the line to shoot the extra foul shot, trying to make it a 3-point play. And if he makes this one, Jason's going to cut the lead to 10 with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
You've said it a couple times before the night. They just will not go away.
Shot is on its way from Barnett, and it's up and it's good. It cuts the lead to 10. 3 minutes left to go as the Richlands Blue Tornado continues to turn the pressure up. As Dalton and Elijah and Isaiah are taking their time breaking the press, and Isaiah gets fouled on the drive across the timeline by number 15, Luke West. And we got 2:54 to go. Isaiah's going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
While McCamus shoots the free throws, the rest of the Warriors over getting some instructions by Coach McCamus. First shot's up, and it's good, and he'll get the bonus.
76-65 now your score. As number 4, Austin Lee checks in for Luke West for Richlands. Second shot coming right now for Isaiah McCamus. Just got the basketball from the official. Shots up and off the front of the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Moore for Richlands. And they're headed back down the other way. 2:50 to go here to finish this thing out. 65-76 in favor of your Warriors as Cole gets the ball at the foul line. Finds number 5, Cade Berry, who goes back to the top. Number 4, Austin Lee, who finds Moore as he's dribbling into the lane. And a nice pass there underneath, stolen away by Ben Bricken. Good job by reading that pass there by Ben Bricken. Comes away with the turnover. As Isaiah McCamus dribbles into the foul line, he's going to come back up to the top to Dalton Mullins. Back over to Isaiah McCamus as number 4, Austin Lee, is guarding him. Trying to get the 5-second call from the official. Isaiah doing a good job there at dribbling out of that 5-second call, breaking the contact. And as he dribbles back down into the lane, he's going to be fouled by number 4, Austin Lee. That's going to be Richlands' 10th foul. So we're now going to be shooting a double bonus from here on out. 2:14 left to go. 65-76 is your score in favor of the Warriors.
McCamus doing much like Mullins did, trying to catch his breath before he goes in here. First shot's up, and it's good. Set to check in for the Warriors was Ben Stallard, but they changed their mind as he goes back to the bench.
Second shot on the way here from Isaiah McCamus. It's up, and it is good. 78-65, back to a 13-point lead here for your Warriors. 2:12 left to go. Back the other way comes Lee for Richlands. And he gets the ball underneath the Cole, and ball is tipped away and stolen by Isaiah McCamus. He's going to go to the line, to the lane on a breakaway layup. It's up, and it's good. 65-80 is the score.
Good heads-up play, good extension there on the zone by McCamus. Come in and get the tip, and then chase down the loose ball.
And we got a loose ball underneath again. Tyler Vanover gets it and saves it in to Dalton Mullins. As Isaiah McCamus comes down the other way, he's going to go into the lane and shoot a little floater. Shots up, and it's good for him. 82-65 is now your score. As the Richlands Blue Tornadoes are running through their offensive possession, 82-65 is the score. But Moore has the ball here at the left wing, up to number 4, Austin Lee. Back to Moore, number 24. And he drives into the lane with the left hand, shoots the layup. It's up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hayes. Ball knocked away by Moore. Loose ball on the floor. Both teams are fighting for it. We got a jump ball.
Possession arrow in favor of the Blue Tornadoes. But there he is again, Hayes, doing what he did the first half. Fighting for rebounds and loose balls.
82-65, 112 left to go. Ball comes in to Colt, and it's loose. But it comes back to number 4, that's Lee. He finds number 5 over there. It's Barry. He drives into the lane, shots up, no good. Moore with the rebound. It's up, and it is good. 67-82 is now your score as Richlands takes a quick timeout with 1:01 left to play. 82-67 once again in favor of your Warriors. As cheerleaders come out here to run through the timeout. We got some instructions over there by the Richlands coaching staff on what they want to do here for the next minute to try to cut this lead down and get themselves back into the basketball game. Nothing is impossible, Jason. You know, it's a 15-point game here to go with a minute to go, and crazier things have happened. You know, quick threes and missed foul shots by the Warriors. There's still time. It's going to have to be very efficient possessions each time for Richlands without us scoring. So not to say that it's not possible, but as of now, it looks as if we might be playing on Friday night, Jason.
I think you're right, but it probably have a whole lot to do with what we do at this free throw line. As I'm sure that Richlands, as aggressive as they've been tonight on the defensive side of the ball, that they're not going to let us just sit around and pass the ball. They're going to foul, make us earn everything that we get at this point in time. As the Warriors are coming off the bench to throw the ball in, Mullins looks like, nope, he's not going to throw the ball in. Vanover coming to throw the ball in as Richlands showing the 2-2-1 press.
We got Dalton Mullins streaking down the floor. We got Isaiah McCamus coming in. He's being guarded here and fouled by number 1. That foul will be on Isaac Barnett as Isaiah McCamus is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Looks like a host of tornadoes caught him a breather and set to check back in. After this first free throw.
We had a bit of a clock discussion there with the official. First shot up from Isaiah is no good. In checks Brody Allison and Trey Mullins for the Warriors. As the second shot for Isaiah is getting ready to come underway right now. He just got the ball back from the official. Shots up, and it's no good either.
In and out.
In and out. Moore gets the rebound back quickly the other way for Horn in the corner. Takes a shot up to 3. It's up, and it's good. 70-82 is now your score. 50 seconds to go as McCamus is fouled on the inbounds play. He is fouled by number 5, Cade Berry, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you, with Taylor Horn getting in a little bit of foul trouble there and having to sit out, Caleb Horn has picked up the slack and done a lot of scoring.
Shots up and good from McCamus. Second one is no good. He gets 1 of 2 there. 83-70 is now the score. 45 seconds to go. Richlands in desperation mode now, trying to get a quick 3 up from Warren. Straws in the corner. Shots up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Trey Mullins, and he gets the ball to Dalton Mullins. Dalton Mullins will be fouled.
That foul was called on number 5, Cade Berry. That'll be his third. And as we've said before, Warriors are in the double bonus. With your score 83-70 and 35.8 seconds to go, Mullins goes to the free throw line to attempt the first of 2 shots. The first shot's up and no good.
As Dustin Barker checks into the game here, he's going to be taking Tyler Vanover. Tyler Vanover's going to look like he might be done for the night. Good job by Tyler Vanover tonight.
Good night by Vanover. Scored a lot of points here.
Second shot on the way from Mullins. It's up. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Colt. He gets the ball to Lee, and they're dribbling quickly down the other way. Ball to Horn in the corner. 3 is not shot. It's contested as Lee shoots the shot. It's up, and it's good. As number 5, Cade Berry, comes to foul Isaiah McCamus, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 13-point ball game here, 83-70 with 23 seconds left. As McCamus goes to the line to shoot 2.
Mass substitution, clearing the bench here for Richland. I guess if we was playing a football game, you would say a lot of the clean jersey kids are coming in.
First shot on the way here from McCamus. It's up and good. 84-70, 23 seconds left to go. Second one on the way from McCamus. It's up and it's good. 85-70, 23 seconds left to go here for the Blue Tornadoes as they're down now. Ball comes to number 13. He's going to shoot a quick three. Shots up. It's no good. Rebound to Dustin. He finds Dalton Mullins, who then finds Isaiah McCamus, and he is fouled with 11 seconds left to go. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. As I would imagine, that will be the last foul of the game here. It's up and it's good. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Isaiah McCamus' 1,000th point here in the second of his sophomore season. Jason, how many points did that give him for tonight?
For the night, that makes his 38th point.
38 points.
For scoring his 1,000th career point.
Nice sportsmanship there by Richlands. The whole bench is coming out to shake his hand. That's classy stuff there by the Richlands Blue Tornadoes.
On the social media, I saw that, and I believe it was Richlands' coach that another team had done that, and that's what they had talked about. He said, I teach my guys sportsmanship, and when another team does something good, said, obviously we want to play them extremely hard, but a player like that scores 1,000 points, the other team should give props to it, because if I'm not mistaken, the Richlands team had a player get his 1,000th point, and the other team didn't shake it, and he said his players do that, and they're living up to that right there. Very good sportsmanship.
We got 11.1 seconds left to go here. 70-86 is your score. As McCamus' 1,001st point is up and it's good. Everybody cares about the thousands, Jason. Nobody cares about 1,001.
Yes.
We've got 5 seconds left to go. 4-3 shots up. Nice block there by Trey Mullins. And the Warriors are going to come away victorious tonight, 87-70, as they will survive and advance here as they're headed, to Friday night's semifinal game. And they'll be playing either the Graham G-Men or the John Battle Trojans. And we will wait to see here. I still have yet to find some scores. And as Jason tallies up our stats for the night and the players are shaking hands, hang around, don't leave yet. We're going to have post-game interview. We're going to get Elijah Hayes up here, and we'll get Isaiah McCamus up here as well with Coach McCamus if they got time. And we'll talk to them. Congratulate Isaiah on his 1,000th point. And Elijah Hayes, he just played a well ball.
He did. Everywhere, hustling. He played his role. He plays inside. He can come out and play the guard position as well. Tonight they need him inside for defense, and he played it well.
So once again, 87-70 is your final. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 8:30 as we will be doing the girls' game from UVA-Wise, the semifinal game against the Lady Bears of Union. And we'll be here. It'll be me, and I believe Chris Wilson will be here with me on the call for that. I think he's going to be that. And then the boys again Friday night. I would imagine we're doing our best to get a sponsor for that one as well, so we can go out and do the boys' game. And if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to sponsor us here at Sturgill Sports Media, just like Chelsea Industrial Supply did tonight, they were our game sponsors, so we could come. England Consulting Group has been our game sponsor. Rainbow Gymnastics has been a game sponsor. Pound IGA has been a game sponsor. We've had a lot of people coming on board here to help us get these things around, get us the broadcast, to get more people so they can listen to the ball games. ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dell's Heating and Air, Evans Search and Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphic, Courtney Van Hush, your Luther Road dealer, Morgan McClure of Coburn, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, and as I mentioned, Pound IGA, and Rainbow Gymnastics as well have all become sponsors here, making this broadcast possible of the Sturgill Sports Media, the Warrior Nation blog. Jason, you got any stats for us?
I've got us some stats here. First of all, we'll go through the Richlands Blue Tornadoes. Number one, Isaac Barnett. He's going to finish the night with 7 points. Taylor Horn, of course, took an early exit tonight after fouling out at the start of the fourth quarter, but he finished the night with 22 points. Austin Lee contributed 3. And we got Cade Berry. He finished the night with 2. Caleb Horn with 14. Jacob Cole with 6. And Rach Moore with 14 for a total of 70 points. Of course, these are unofficial points. Over for our Central Warriors, Ben Brickey finished the night with 4 points. Tyler Vanover, good night, 18 points. Elijah Hayes with 10. Dalton Mullins with 11. Jordan Bishop with 2. Ben Stallard with 2. Isaiah McCamus, 39. And, of course, that 38th one was the one we celebrated as he got his 1,000th point for a total of 87 points for your Central Warriors, making the final score 87-70 in favor of the Warriors, who survived and advanced. That's the story. You know, you can throw out all the stats, throw out all the records, because now it just goes down to what we do at the Pryor Center against either the number 1 seed Graham out of the Southwest District, or a common foe in which we do know something about, and that's John Battle out of the Mountain 7 District. So as we wait here, we're hope to be joined here in a moment, as I'm sure they're in the locker room getting some final congratulations by their coach, making some plans for tomorrow concerning practice. And then, like we said, hopefully we can get Coach McCamus as well as Isaiah McCamus, and I would assume maybe Elijah Hayes up here, and, you know, get their thoughts on this game as well as look forward to, you know, what they're expecting. Of course, like you said, Lance, you know, that other game is still in progress. We don't know much about what's going on there or who we're going to face, and so we'll just have to play the waiting game. And, of course, it all boils down to us, taking care of us. If we play the way we're capable of, as we proved the other night, we can play with anybody in this side of the state, at least, that we've seen. But then we've also had those games where we just didn't seem to be clicking on all cylinders. So hopefully we'll be enjoying this game for about 30 minutes, and then we'll jump into preparation mode as we get ready to go out to the Pryor Center on Friday night.
Some scores around the region tonight, Jason. I've got Union 22, Grayson County 15. That was at the half. I've got Graham 33, Battle 16. That was also at the half. And at the end of the first quarter down there in Gate City, we had Gate City 30 and Lebanon 16.
Well, I'm going to step away here as I see Isaiah McCamus and Elijah Hayes making their way up here, and I'll let you talk to him a little bit, Coach, and then we'll come back in here and wrap this thing up here in a minute.
Sounds good. Down here for a second. We're joined here first with Isaiah McCamus, who managed to score in his sophomore season his 1,000 points. First of all, Isaiah, congratulations, buddy. We are just incredibly proud of what you managed to accomplish tonight. Now, I know for you, as the competitor that you are, that was kind of a side note. You were more concerned with winning the basketball game and getting the points that we needed to beat Richlands tonight so we could advance to the semifinal match on Friday night. What was the thoughts going into tonight, Isaiah?
I mean, it's been the same since January. Play hard and do our job. We do that, we're going to come out with a win.
Well, that sounds good. That's exactly what happened tonight. We've noticed that Richlands pretty athletic and had some kids that could shoot it, but we've never seemed to be able to just bury them and put them away. They just kind of kept going on runs and keeping it closer than we'd like to keep it. But as you and Dalton and the rest of the guys managed to dribble the clock out there, and our first regional basketball win as a program for Central High School, what's that mean to you guys?
It's big, man. It's been a ride all the way since back to last year. We've changed this thing. It was bumpy the first couple of years. I was around, but it's changing. And obviously, last year we had a pretty successful season. We made it to the district semifinal, and we just couldn't get it done. But a lot of our seniors from last year helped change it and helped us have the season we have this year. So that's been a big thing. Is them last year helping change the culture, and it's effective for this year.
All right, that's excellent, Isaiah. Thank you for your comments tonight. But we look forward to seeing you guys either take on Graham or John Battle there on Friday night. Hoping to be on the call, hoping to see you guys come away with another win. Once again, congratulations on 1,000 points. Looking forward to seeing you Friday night.
Thank you.
And next we have Mr. Hustle tonight, Elijah Hayes, putting the headset on and coming in. Elijah, let me tell you something, buddy. We were just impressed. We raved tonight, me and Jay both, how you were just in there just stinking doing the dirty stuff and getting stuff done on the floor, balls, hands on loose balls, getting some cleanup baskets, coming away with big 10 big points tonight as well. We have watched you, Elijah, over the year just mature and get better and better and better. And it seems like tonight you were just a whole lot more comfortable than you were at the beginning of the year. Just the truth of that.
Yeah. Started back in, I'd say July. I mean, I was just constantly in the gym. I didn't play football this year, so I really wanted to get better and work on that. And come in, thought I was going to come in for Dalton, play in the point guard, and he moved me down to the 5 spot, which I thought was a really new phase for me. And now, this point in the season, I'm glad we did. I've developed, I've matured completely in that spot and position, and I've just really worked hard, but the whole team has. It's not just me. It comes from everybody. I mean, since day one, we've really worked hard. We set this as our goal, and we're not done yet.
As I mentioned, the same thing to Isaiah, first regional win for the basketball program here at Central High School. What's that mean to you guys?
A lot. Like I said, though, we just come in ready to work every day. There are days that we tend to slack a little bit, but we pick it up as it goes on. I mean, it really boils down to playing hard.
All right, Elijah. Let me tell you what, buddy. We were impressed with you. Have been impressed with you all year. Been more and more impressed as the games have progressed. Just kind of the grit and effort you're playing with. We appreciate what you do. Sometimes that dirty stuff goes unnoticed.
Oh, yeah.
And we, Jay and I both have played the game. We did the dirty stuff ourselves sometimes, and we understand what that means, kind of what the effort that goes. And we appreciate what you do. Looking forward to see you guys in action on Friday night for a chance for a berth there in the state tournament. Pulling up next week, either Graham or John Battle. We're hoping to be there on the call and looking forward to you. Congratulations, Elijah. Good job tonight.
Thank you. We'll be there.
And we have Coach McCamus with his tie pulled down and the top button off and sweating a little bit. And I'm sure he's a little bit hoarse. Coach, me and Jay kind of mentioned that. First of all, great effort tonight by the boys. But we just couldn't seem to put Richlands away. And that's a good basketball team over there, and I know that, and they're athletic, but they just kept fighting and kept fighting. But the thing about it was our boys kept fighting and kept fighting as well. We managed to come away with the victory tonight. What are your thoughts on tonight?
I thought we had a little bit of a tension letdown from Saturday. I thought Richlands played extremely well. Coach hadn't prepared, and they were exposing some things, which is good for us. I thought that we were just doing some things fundamentally wrong in any defense we ran. It's really frustrating because you think, okay, now we've got them, and, man, they just make another run. And it was one of those nights you tell the kids, hey, no drive, let's give them 2 steps, and you look out here and we're chasing them at the half line. And it doesn't matter how many times. So, those things are frustrating. Offensively, I didn't even realize we scored, what is it, 87?
87.
My goodness, where'd that come from? I was to focus on the defense, but, a lot of our kids played really well tonight offensively. But and here's something that I want to say that probably nobody in the gym noticed. They had a kid, number 24, who is a good-sized post player, and we were struggling to defend him. And midway through the fourth quarter, my senior point guard, he tells me he's 5'10". I think he's 5'8". He comes to me and says, Coach, I got him. And I said, well, wait a minute. He said, no, I got him. And I don't even know if the kid scored after Dalton Mullins.
I don't think he did, Coach.
Guarded him, and that's what you need out of senior leadership.
Let's take a second here, Coach, and I know you and know you well and know you don't like to brag on your son very much, but he scored his 1,000th point tonight. I know as a coach and as a dad that had to be a pretty special moment for you to see that go in. And as you had your nephew do it early on in the season, now you had your son do it later on in the season, in his sophomore season. What's that mean to you to see? And I know you're more concerned with the win. I understand that. That's really what you're more worried about. What's that mean as a coach and as a dad to be able to see that happen tonight?
Well, after I got him to quit shooting from Walmart, we had that discussion. And I told him it would become a lot easier if he'd start trying to get some mid-range jumpers, and he did. And if I can step out of the coach's role to the dad role, I'm super proud of him. Since he's been a young boy, he's loved basketball, and as a coach's son. He goes through a lot, and as a young, good player, teams always put guys on him, pushing and shoving, and he's the other crowd's favorite, and he's endured a lot this year, had to grow up, and I'm super proud of him. He's still got a long ways to go to grow up, and he's still got a long ways to go to be a good player, but I'm super proud of him tonight.
Well, Coach, we want to take another second here to congratulate you. Looking forward to being able to see you on Friday night, first regional win in program history. I know that's something you are just ecstatic about, and the work of the kids and the kids you've had in the past. You've mentioned changing the culture and getting this thing turning around and going in the right direction. And with our first regional win here in program history, I would say things are definitely headed in the right direction.
You talked about my son and my nephew. Been 3 milestones this year. Both of them scored 1,000, and then we won our 200th win. And it's a team effort. All the kids, they're going to be a special group for me never to forget. I broke the 200 milestone and 2,000 point scores. But I remember when I took those two when they were young to the state tournament. And I told them, I said, boys, I want you to watch those teams play out there because I believe by the time y'all leave, we're going to get in that state tournament. So Dalton's a senior, so I hope maybe they took that to heart, and maybe this is the year they get to make it.
So that's Friday night, Coach. You're going to be looking forward to seeing again. Good luck to you. Playing either Graham or John Battle at UVA-wise, the Pryor Center out there for a chance, as Coach just said, to get in that state tournament the following week. So good luck to you, Coach. Looking forward to seeing you Friday night. Thanks for your time.
Thank you to you and Jason and Evan.
As Jay makes his way back in here, we're going to close this thing down for tonight. Once again, your Warriors 87, the visiting Richland Blue Tornadoes 70, and we'll be playing again Friday night. We'll have the girls game on tomorrow night at 8:30, taking on Union at the Pryor Center as well as we're into the semifinal, surviving in advance here in the regional tournament. Jason, any final thoughts?
Just want to invite everybody out. 5:30 at the Pryor Center. Your Central Warriors will be taking on either the Grand G-Men or John Battle Trojan. So either way, we're going to take care of our business, as Coach McCamus just said, and we're going to be ready to play regardless of who is on that other bench. And I'm sure these guys are going to give a full, everything they've got effort. So it's going to be 2 games. We'll be playing the first and followed by the next game at 8:30. So Friday night, make your way out to the Pryor Center and come and watch and support your Warriors. Let's pack that place.
Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here of the Warrior Nation blog. I've been joined by, once again, the greatest thing to hit Turkey Branch, Jason Mullins. I'm Lance Compton. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to say good night.